What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazyy TV bringing you guys another Need for Speed Heat video. Man, we got another banger today, man. I'm just dropping. I was supposed to have been dropped this a few days ago. I had some people waiting on this actual car build, and today, man, if you guys can see, we have the Iron Man, aka Tony Stark's R8 theme build. All right, as you guys can see, we got Iron Man on the top of the car. This is one of the dopest skins or wraps that I've seen on Need for Speed. Somebody actually made this wrap for Iron Man, and I was like, man, I gotta have this wrap for this R8 because I was going to make another Iron Man themed kind of car for the car that he did drive, but someone already, you know, beat me to it, and I'm just using it. All right, as you guys can see, man, it is a dope ass car. I made this Audi to a wide body. As you guys can see, everything is like kind of wide on the car, but you guys see the license plate, it says Starks. This is in fucking honor of Tony Stark's. R.I.P. Tony. We gonna miss you in the comic book world, man, but let's get into it. All right, so hey, that was a spoiler alert for anybody who haven't seen Endgame, my bad. But anyways, we have the Audi R8 V10 Performance. It has 10 10 10 10. It's actually a nice, pretty decent car. I'm not going to say it's S tier. It can beat the Miata or the RSR or the Evo, any of those cars, but this is a dope car to have, like if you're racing Lamborghinis and different Porsches and all different kind of cars. This car can compete with those, but those big boys, it's not going to be able to compete. All right, I also will say this with the car, the turning on here, regular braking with this car is not a, it's a no-go for me. I had to e-brake with this car a lot. Sometimes you can do regular brakes, but it is what it is with this car. I would think this car will have a little bit more cornering and turning than what it did, but it's kind of stiff, as you guys are going to see in some of the gameplay. There are certain turns that I was taking that I had stiffened out and went out into the grass and stuff like that, and I kind of want to bring you guys content and gameplay that shows the pros and the cons of certain cars, and not just, you know, I can get the best lap time with this car and try to make a perfect lap run with this car without, you know, hitting anything, because that will beat the purpose of how the car actually performs. All right, so like I said, let's just get into it. I already said it's 10 10 10 10 across the board, and then also I'm gonna show you guys the engine that I have in here. I do have the 1239 horsepower 8.4 liter V10 in this car. It's at 2.03 on 0 to 60, 1042 on max torque, and 234 on top speed. I did have it at 235, but when I tested it going in the straight line, it never ever hit 235. So I messed with my downforce again to make it a little bit looser on corners and stuff like that, to where it just actually sat at 234. Like always, I did mess with every engine that you can buy in this car. As you guys can see, I own every single engine for this car, and I actually tested out every engine and put everything how it's supposed to be. I'm just going to give you guys the breakdown on what's the pros and cons on having certain engines, or what would be the runner-up engine to have for this car. So with the flat, the 4.9 liter flat 12, you lose a lot. You lose horsepower, you lose 0 to 60, and you lose torque, so you don't want to mess with that engine right there. Also with the 6.2 liter V8, this will be the runner-up engine for me. You lose horsepower, but you gain 0.10 on the 0 to 60 on you, and you only lose 4 torque. Now that is simply because a dual turbo versus a regular turbo, that's what would be that change right then and there. It's a dual turbo versus a regular turbo, so you can mess with that engine if you want to. And then also right here, the 5.0 liter V8 right here, you lose too much of the horsepower. You gain 0.10 on 0 to 60, but you lose 65 on the max torque. I would not mess with that. 5.2 liter V12, you lose horsepower, you lose a lot of torque, and you only gain 0.06 for that. and I wouldn't, you know, recommend that you guys do that because you want the max performance. You don't want to lose a lot of stuff just for 0.6 of something, or 0.06 or something. I wouldn't mess with that right there. These two are the same engines, but I believe one has a turbo and one has a dual turbo. So once again, even with this one, you lose the horsepower stay the same, but you lose 0.04 on 0 to 60, and you lose 82 on torque. So I wouldn't mess with that one. 5.2 liter V10, you lose too much torque. You only gain 0.10 on 0 to 60, and you lose top basically horsepower. The 3.5 liter V6, you lose a lot. I wouldn't even mess with that at all. You lose a lot. The 3.9 liter V8, you lose a lot as well. And with the 6.5 liter V12, you lose a shitload of max torque, and you lose horsepower just for 0.03. That's not a good thing to do. All right, so like I said, a perfect engine for me was the 8.4 liter V10, and as you guys can see, that does have a turbo, single turbo in it. I could go with a dual turbo just to show you guys what it does. And with the dual turbo, you lose 39, but you get 0.10 on 0 to 60 and plus 6. Me with this car, it doesn't matter which way you go. I kind of wanted more horsepower, because I actually tested, you know, basically when we come out of the garage and then that intersection, the 200 miles per hour. For some reason, when I had this dual turbo, it only hit like 195, 196. But when I put it in the one with the max horsepower, I hit like 205. So that's why I changed it around. But you can, you know, mess with it however you want to, man. It's no biggie. All right. So I do have all Ultimate Plus parts. You guys already know that. I'm running a track suspension, super track suspension, elite brake tires, and then not elite brake tires, elite brakes, and then I'm running race tires as well. Elite Plus clutch. I am running the 8-speed. If you go with a 5-speed, you lose a lot. If you go with the 6-speed, you lose a lot. And if you go with the 7-speed, you lose 0.07 on acceleration. So you are basically 0 to 60. So you guys don't want to mess with that as well. And then I have nitrous refill, and then I have nitrous extra mix. All right, so get into the cosmetics of the car. It's gonna be a quick breakdown. You guys already know what kind of rims these are, but I am going to show you guys the colors to try to match as close as possible what the car is, because some people are going to try to make this car and they're going to have problems with the kind of rims, you know, the colors that I have on the rims. All right, so the hood, we're running the Alchemist. The front bumper, we're running the Audi as well. And then with the splitter, we are running carbon. With this one, we're running carbon as well. And with the headlights, we are running Speed Hunter. The car is blackened out. I always blacken out my mirrors. And then with the front, we have the Speed Hunters. Now this actually makes the car look wider. If you go with any of the other ones, it's going to make it look small. You got the V10 logo. This one kind of bulks out a little bit, but this one right here is like real bulky. And then on top of that, it has the little vents on the top and the side with the Speed Hunter. So that's why I kind of went with that one. If you don't care about the vents on the side and only care about the vents on the top, then just go with the other one. That's fine. I did change the mirror to Speed Hunters as well, because the other mirrors did not go with the skin of the car. It actually didn't look good at all, so I just changed the mirrors. Like I said, the Speed Hunters for the wing mirrors. Side skirts is the Audi as well. Rear bumper, I'm sorry, it's Speed Hunters. If you go with any one of these, like I said, it kind of slim out, but you can go with that Speed Hunters as well. That was not bad, but I want to kind of go with the bulkiness of the car to have a wide body. The spoiler is the Audi, and then you already you see the Starks on the back. That's dope as hell. This is the Alchemist for the rear bumper. The diffuser is the Alchemist as well. The exhaust is the Audi. The stocks that came on there, the tail lights is blackened out. I would go with these as a secondary for Speed Hunters. I wouldn't touch these. I think these are too bright for the car, but right now I go with the Speed Hunters here for the basically almost blacking out version of the tail lights. And I think that's really about it. It got a sound system in there. You guys see the R8 right there on the side and stuff like that. The car is pretty damn dope. So let's cut on the car and see what it sounds like, man. Man, that's so crazy on the game. It's so much power in this car, man. The game fucking up. You seen it started getting pixely at the bottom? Let me see if it happens again. Look at that. Wow, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, that's how the car sound, man. The car is pretty dope. I am going to show you guys my live tuning with this car. So let's go ahead and head out in the daytime and show you guys what it is. And you guys already know, man, we have to do our tunnel run, man. We have to do our run to the intersection to see how fast the car can go. I already did a run and it got to like 205, and then I did a tunnel run and the tunnel run was fine. It was pretty damn dope because the car can handle really well, especially hitting those tunnels and swerving through cars and stuff like that. All right, so we are outside. Damn, I was supposed to show you guys the colors of the rims. I'll go back in and show you guys, but we had 234 on top speed. Like I said, I had it before to where it was 235, I believe. Let me go back up. I believe it was 235 like that, but I never hit 235 in a straightaway, and that was the highest that I can be. So I kind of just went back to 234, because if you look at it, nothing changes. Your quarter mile, nothing changes unless you go super high and then you start losing. But if you go here, nothing changes at all. Nothing except for that, and you can't even get that 235. So you can just stick with it right here, and that's cool. Yeah, so that's that. Let's go back in the garage real quick so I can show you guys the colors, because I know some of you guys are gonna be like, what was the colors? So let's go back in. That was my mistake, to show you guys what the colors that I have on the rims. Gonna be real quick, and then you guys can we can do our little quick run. So with the rims, you guys already know what rims these are. The primary color is like the red color, and I'm pretty sure it's this one right here, if I'm not mistaken. Because these right here were kind of too bright and this one was kind of too dull. But if anything, it's this one right here, and if it's not this one, it's this color right here. All right, so you can go with any one of these, or you guys can come all the way over here and you can mess with these as well. This would be something that you guys, out of these, not that one, that one's too dark, probably this one right here will also be a good one as well. And then that has gloss on it, and then it actually has, let me see, let me go back. All right, so we have gloss, and then we have 12 on the brightness, 100 saturation, metallic, matte, and single. And then the secondary color, which is almost like a bronze goldish kind of color. I got this color from over here. It had to be, I think it was this one right here. It was between these two, if I'm not mistaken, these two right here. And then as you guys can see, we can go over to this gloss, and then you have it 21 on hue, 97 on saturation, and 58 on brightness. If you guys feel that it is too dull, you can mess with the brightness some more. It's on chrome, matte, and single as well. So that's the color that I have for the rims, if you guys want to try to match it up to the best of its abilities. So we finna go out here, we finna do this run again. But yeah, man, whoever made this rap, dude, I appreciate it, man. I wish we had a little bit more, stuff on the sides maybe and stuff like that. I understand that they kept it simple, but at least like a Tony Stark name in gold. I could have did that personally, but I'm too fucking lazy. All right, so let's see what we got. So that hit 202. Last time it hit 205, but that hit 202 right there. So it's not slow at all. It's just not S tier. It's not God tier like the RSRs and Miatas and Paganis and stuff like that. And like I said, I did have to e-brake with this car, so be careful. Ah, nipped that car. It's all good. We steady moving. We still moving. This car can cut too, man. This car can actually cut through traffic like crazy. All right, man, that was our run, man. It was pretty damn clean, except for that one car that I hit. But the car is pretty damn dope, man. As always, man, if you guys enjoy the content, enjoy the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I do got gameplay coming up, so stick around for the gameplay as well. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that sub button, notification button. It's your boy Eazyy TV, and I'm out.